Earlier this month, I attended Card Party 2, arguably one of the best Pokemon card conventions ever. And it's true, there was so much to do, see, and let's not forget, buy. You can meet your favorite Poketubers, participate in TCG tournaments, break world records, win some amazing giveaways, go to trade nights, and buy as many cards as you want until you've got no money left. For my first Pokemon card event, it was truly amazing. I made lifelong friends, and I have treasured memories that will last a lifetime. But, forgive me for sounding a little too much like Charles Dickens for a moment, but the absolute dichotomy I experienced cannot be overlooked. It was the best of times, and yet, it was also the worst of times. When I arrived at the Hilton in Orlando, Florida, where the event took place, I met up with my good friend Lyrics. And even though I was exhausted from flying all the way from the West Coast, my excitement couldn't be contained. Day one, Anna was so hopeful and elated to dip their toes in a familiar yet new gaming community. And can you blame me?
Hey everybody, Anna here. I'm joined by my really good friend Lyrics, who's super amazing. And today, I have a big surprise for you. Well, maybe it's not a surprise because you can see behind us and it says Card Party 2. We are live at Card Party 2. It's been a couple of hours since it started. And it's already been so much fun. And I can't wait to show you all the adventures that we go on this weekend. I'm gonna do my best to make this a really cool edit. So let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you aren't following, go give me a follow because I'm gonna do more videos like this in the future. Lyrics?
Yeah. I know.
You're awesome. First of all. Second of all, what has been your favorite thing thus far?
Meeting Danny.
We did get to meet Super Duper Danny, spoiler alert, and it was really awesome, and they're really awesome, and you're probably already following Super Duper Danny because I talk about them a lot and how cool they are, but if you aren't, you should go follow them too. But we got to help Danny do a little recording for their channel.
I think I'll add some to their inventory. This is a few hundred cards.
So once that video goes up, I'll also link to that. That was really awesome. We got their autograph.
Yep.
We had literally just gone to the Card Party.
The merch table.
The merch table, yeah. And we had bought our Super Duper Danny cards. And then we were going back out to our hotel room because we were dropping off some binders because I gave 15, bought too many / sent 15 cards to get graded at CGC.
Editor Anna here. If you watch to the end, I'll be showing the reveals of those CGC graded cards. I was honestly shocked.
And we ran into Danny themselves.
Yeah.
Good thing Lyrics was there because I was a big baby. I was like, I don't want to be rude.
No.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, I'm going to, hey.
Gotta go up and say hi. And then they were asking questions about your channel and the fact that you're also going to Hawaii.
Yeah, because we're going to Worlds. I can't believe it.
No.
So if you are going to the Pokemon World Championships in Honolulu, Hawaii, look for me. Or don't, you don't have to, but like, I'll be there and a whole bunch of amazing other content creators will be there. It'll be cool, I promise. What, it'll be
worth it.
I thought you're worth it too. Like we're doing an ad. But yeah, so that was probably, I don't think anything's gonna beat that moment, honestly. Unless like we pull a Giratina or like the Magikarp.
The Magikarp.
The Magikarp from Paldean Evolved. The one that has escaped me to this day.
We should get some packs and work with you.
I'm just gonna buy it. That's my mission. We gotta find it.
Seen it yet.
One more question, Lyrics, before we go. What chase card are you looking for? What do you want to get?
I don't have one. I'm just here to buy things.
Lyrics is a liar. She told me that she wanted the Gardevoir set.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do want those. I have Ralts, and so I need to get the other two. I forgot about that.
We're so lucky we have each other because literally, if it was just one of us, we'd be lost. We'd be lost.
We're keeping us on track.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoy all the rest of the content. Bye.
After our little chat in the content creators area, Lyrics and I were instantly back on the floor. The hunt for the Magikarp was on. It was a long and slow expedition, however, because every time we turned around, there was something else to look at, or something else to watch, or a conversation with another content creator while in line, or this cute dog. We also spent our time collecting these special Card Party themed Pokemon cards that were made by artists in the Poketuber community. And of course we had to get all 11 of them. Eventually, as we were wandering around, I stumbled upon a booth, Poke Rich's booth, and I found him. The child. The fish. The one that I've opened over 100 boosters of Paldea Evolved for. And right then, I officially, get it? Saw my silly Magikarp. Before Rich could even say hello, I was thrusting crisp bills in his hands.
Y'all, I've done it. I got my baby. I got my Magikarp. And it's all thanks to Poke Rich. They're the first booth I came across, and they had the baby. And now I can die happy. My baby, my sweet thing.
Of course, over the next 2 days, Lyrics and I blissfully ignored the dwindling numbers in our bank accounts and bought all the cards we ever wanted. Which for me included a lot of Gyarados and Japanese cards. At one point, I even convinced my partner to buy me an early birthday present in the form of the special Eevee Collector's Box, which I'll be putting in a future video. But besides all the vendors and artists hawking their wares, Lyrics and I took the time to sit down and enjoy the opening and closing shows in the main hall. Pat, aka Deep Pocket Monster, aka the cool guy who's the brains and the brawn of Card Party, hosted various interviews and pack battles with famous Poketubers on the stage. These were a nice calm to the wild storm that was navigating the show floor and trying to not get distracted. And that's also where we got to meet Vlad.
Vlad is the name of the binder. Not the human, the binder.
And this was all part of the newest Guinness World Record we would be accomplishing there at Card Party. We all worked together to stuff Vlad with Pokemon cards to break the record of the most cards inserted into a binder at one time. And now I can say I hold a world record. On the last day, Lyrics and I wanted to say thank you to the Poketubers who had given us and continue to give us amazing content. Creators who I look up to and who I hope to be as good as one day. We got to meet Real Breaking Nate and Marie.
They were so nice too. And we were so much of chatty Cathy's that the staff members had to come over and cut us off so the next person in line could go.
And of course we had to stop by and say hello to Danny again, because we didn't get a proper picture the first time around.
And I wasn't even any less nervous this time around too. Danny's just so cool.
It was magical, and all three of them were so genuinely nice, and are representative of all the good parts in the Pokemon TCG community. All of these moments I've shared are just a few of some of the amazing times I had. After the ending show and the post-con blues started to set in, Lyrics and I had some time to reflect on some of the things that weren't so easily captured on film. The microaggressions, the blatant misogyny we encountered, and the exact feeling I had when I was in the competitive Smash scene. That toxic, unwelcoming boys club feeling. Now, I'm going to show you what Lyrics and I discuss, but what I want you to keep in mind while you watch is that I'm openly talking about my frustrations and bringing it up because I care. I care about the Pokemon community and what it is, and what it means, and I know we can do better. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be so vocal. I wouldn't have already submitted feedback to the Card Party team, and I would have just chalked it up to another shitty, misogynistic community and never returned. But that's not me, and I want everyone to feel welcomed in the Pokemon TCG space. One of the ways to do that is by analyzing the things we saw and experienced and discuss how we need to change to be more inclusive. And that's how we all grow. I hope my words, while they aren't happy to hear, will reach you. And I know we can make real change here.
Card Party is over. Can you say that once again into the mic?
It's done.
Perfect. Lyrics and I are exhausted. It's been so much fun. I bought way too many cards. I'm not sure if you can see. There are boxes and binders and cards. And we're going to open some slabs later, which I'm really excited about. They just announced when it's going to happen next year in 2025. And there's going to be 2 of them. One on the West Coast. Come on, Portland, Oregon, because then I don't have to pay for room and board and Lyrics to just stay at my house. And then one again in Florida, in Tampa. I don't know nothing about Tampa.
Down south.
We're already planning to go to the next Card Party and have so much more fun because we had so much fun this time. But even though we had such a fantastic time at Card Party, as a femme non-binary person in the Pokemon card collecting community, there were definitely some things that I think deserve some feedback, some critical analysis, just to make Card Party even better next year. Yeah. And like full understanding that this is the second one, right? Like, and it takes a lot of work to be able to plan an entire event for thousands of people. So I want you to know that when we give this feedback, it's not coming from a place of like, oh, this sucks, or hatred, or anything to talk bad about Pat, because that's not what this is about. This is about getting honest feedback and honest criticism to make future card parties better for everybody, Would you agree with that, Lyrics?
100%.
Great. So if you don't want to hear the feedback, then just, I guess, skip to the time thing when we open up the slab. First of all, we had both noted this before we even went to Card Party. If you look on the featured creators list, out of those 40 odd people, only 2 of them were femme presenting. And that already feels shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 3 femme creators. We forgot about Marie.
Oh my God, Marie, I'm so sorry. There were a lot more femme people in like just the normal creators, but there was nothing in the featured creators. Like, of the mask presenting featured creators, I think they did a good job of having a diverse type of people. We saw, like, we had Black creators, we had white creators, we had some Asian creators. So I feel like the spread for that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that in the website, they did have a diversity inclusivity clause that says on every panel, we will have at least one, woman, non-binary person or one person of color. So I think that is a great start.
The only thing is that there was only really one panel, they didn't really have panels in the same way. The only panel was Pat's panel.
Yeah.
And so I guess they didn't lie with there being a person of color, but that was the only panel.
But the other thing to note is there wasn't a femme person of color at all on the featured list. Why is that? That doesn't make sense to me. And this is just representative of my bigger concerns with the overall Pokemon community. It is very male dominated, it's very mask dominated, and it really feels like, as a femme person, I was out of my bubble. Like, I did not feel welcome, honestly.
No, people didn't necessarily go out of their way to not welcome us, but they didn't welcome us per se. It was definitely they kind of had the "who are you and why are you talking to me" type of vibes. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, and if you've been following this channel or Stump's channel, you know that I am a very social person, and I will strike up conversations with anybody because that's generally, I like talking to people, and I like hearing about people's journey and why they love Pokemon cards or why they're a content creator. And this is where the problems begin. Cue dramatic music here. Dun 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 dun. I feel like Lyrics is a little bit more passionate about this because I'm very oblivious to what happens to me. And I'm more concerned with what happens to everybody else. But trying to have conversations with people, and granted, like, as a part of Stumpt, we are a much bigger channel. We have over 500,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, do the thing, follow Stumpt. So I'm used to a certain level of respect. And I don't think that's a harsh word to say.
No, you guys worked really hard to get all of your subscribers, to keep your subscribers, to have people interact and engage with the channel. And so, I would respect is more than the proper term to use.
Don't worry, I'll pay you later for all the nice things you say.
Thank you.
But seriously, like, we've worked really hard, like Lyrics has said. Like, we've done community meetups. We've had autograph sessions at multiple PAXs. I've spoken on over 100 panels in my lifetime about various topics within the gaming industry. I don't feel like I'm not asking to be treated like a celebrity, even though we joke about that on the channel sometimes. But I just want the respect and the knowledge of, like, just have a decent conversation with me.
Just the idea, like, oh, this person knows what they're doing. This person's not just a 12-year-old just learning how to make their YouTube channel, just trying to figure things out. Like, y'all have been doing this for a long time, and you guys know what it is at this point. To be given the different speeches of how to be successful as a content creator with our 7,000 followers, which there's nothing wrong with that. 7,000 is great, and it's wonderful.
It's so good.
And it's such a great milestone to hit, and you should celebrate that. You should be proud of it. But to not even engage with the person that you're speaking to and giving this whole, like, hurrah, like, be yourself, be true, like, and not question anything about them, who they are, and then had the nerve to say, well, you need to be careful of who you're speaking to because you never know who knows who or who's who, while actively not knowing who is who.
Who is who.
Like, they made it very clear that this is a boys' playground.
Yes, and I just want to back up lyrics, so I don't mean to interrupt. Yeah. And most of this comes from when we would start conversations with people, and I would just be like my normal self being like, oh, I see, because we had a content creator, like lanyards that said creator, which is really great because then I'm like, oh, you're a creator just like me. So I could be like, oh, you make content, that's really great. I make content too. Tell me about your channel, or, you know, what kind of content, like Pokemon card content do you make or whatever, you know, starting conversation. And then it would go into what Lyrics was saying of like them just talking about themselves. And Lyrics had to point this out. Like, I noticed it, but I was like, whatever, it's fine because I'm used to it sometimes. But Lyrics was like, they never even asked for my name.
Nope.
There was one person that asked for my name.
Yeah, and he wasn't even a creator.
Yeah, he wasn't even a creator. And shout out to Carlos, honestly.
Yeah,
he's the man. And it's just weird because I'm like engaging with them. And by the way, these are all men or mask presenting people. I actually had really good conversations with a lot of femme people at Card Party.
Yes, they were every femme person that we actually had a conversation with was very supportive of one another, very loving, very, you know, the typical, oh my god, your outfit's so great, oh my gosh, what's your favorite Pokemon, oh my gosh, wait, here's some cards, oh my gosh. And like, we did have that experience with some mask presenting people. Like, there's not all,
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos. Not all of them were bad, but there was definitely more bad than good. Not necessarily bad, but just icky. More icky than good.
Yeah, things that left us feeling like we don't belong. Yeah. And Card Party and Pat himself has always been about the Pokemon community is full of love and we treat each other with respect and we share this huge, lovely community of people who are just here to play Pokemon, to collect Pokemon, and to share in that joy. But on the inside, it is a completely different thing that has happened, right? And this is no fault of Pat's, obviously. This is huge, and this has been integrated in gaming culture for a very long time. But it feels weird that I feel more welcome in the actual gaming industry than I do in like a Pokemon, like a small Pokemon convention. And that's weird to me. And I think one of the reasons why we don't feel welcome is because, once again, a severe lack of representation for femme people, for femmes of color within the featured creator list. And if there were more femme people on the featured creator list, there wouldn't, of course, we're still going to have misogyny. It's going to happen, right? It's internalized. But like, I think there also is that level of respect and this level of like, oh, hey, if there are 20 femme creators on the featured creator list, surely femme people must know how to make content on Pokemon cards, rather than like be like, oh, there's 2 people that know how to make content, but there's no one else. I do want to harp on this because it's a very important thing that needs to be discussed within the Pokemon community and with obviously gaming community just as general. It really sucks to be this person, or to be like, even if I was a nobody, even if I was a small creator that had like 1,000 subscribers, like that would be so crushing for me.
And it's not like there's not these creators. Mr. Pokemon himself recognizes femme presenting creators, because if you look at the list of people who are going to Worlds as creators for the Pokemon company, there's a bunch of femme people on there. There's a bunch of femme people of color on there. Oh my god, some vendors.
Oh, vendors too.
Some vendors would, like, we'd stand at their booth and we'd 2 or 3 people, because a lot of vendors had multiple people working their booths, and sometimes you'd have 2 or 3 people from that booth pass you by before someone actually looked at you, and then they decide if they actually want to help you. And I get it, there's a lot going on, but also if I'm standing there holding things in my hand, dancing back and forth, waiting to pay, please take my money and let me leave.
Honestly, I could have stolen so much shit because they didn't pay attention to us.
They paid us no mind. A lot of people paid us no mind. And it was like...
And I'm not saying I would ever do that because I want to pay people for their time and for their cards. But, like, I was just sitting there for so long that I was like, I could have fucking walked away. The
amount of, hey, hello, we had to do to get people's attention. And they'd be like, oh, like, what's up? Like, I said hi to you when I walked over to the table. You looked at me and kind of like at that point I should have walked away, but you were the only vendor that had the thing that I wanted, so I had to buy something. But still.
And once again, like, caveat, like, not everyone was like this. There were some great vendors that we came back to multiple times and was like, hey, how you doing? Like, you're great. Hope the show's been getting well and stuff like that. And so I'm just talking about, like, this is a majority of the time that this was happening. The other thing that I wanted to point out is even during the panels or, the shows that we were going to, there was still a very misogynistic tone. And I'm saying that because there were some jokes that were very, I would say, cringe. That also made me feel unwelcome as a femme person. It was much like the old ball and chain jokes, I was like, come on, like,
every great man is a great woman,
and you're like, please
be in front for once, like
even the femme people behind us were like, what the fuck? And the other thing is, like, can we stop making Harry Potter references, please? Like, we don't need to bring shitty transphobia into Pokemon at all. Once again, Pokemon is for everybody. Queer people. That's the other thing. Sorry. I remembered what I was going to say. There was one queer creator.
At least that we know of.
Which also is a huge problem. Like, because there are queer people of all ages. And once again, representation is so important based on, like, what we have seen and been lived through in this whole experience. If you see more people in these roles, you're not going to talk down to them as much, hopefully. And without there being a queer presence, like, literally I saw one person wearing a pride shirt and I was very loud about saying pride things and trying to just be known too, like, it's one of those things that, again, like, I know you can't look at someone and be like, you're queer, but, like, also I make it a point to put it in my profile because I want to have that representation and people to understand that, like, hey, I'm non-binary. Hey, I'm pansexual. I'm very queer and I'm proud of it. And that should be something that is also taken into consideration when choosing featured creators, especially for Pokemon, which is, once again, for everybody.
Pokemon themselves, again, like, just even with the trainers and the creations of their cards, like, they include people from all races and all genders, and to not reflect it in real life is kind of like you're not learning what Pokemon's trying to teach you.
And then from a different standpoint, some other feedback / criticism I have is there was a lot of big talk about helping small creators, lifting small creators up. However, those small creators had to be featured creators. There was no support for someone that was a creator and not on the featured list. And that fucking sucks because we will be making content and we will be posting about it. Like,
they couldn't even put water in the creator space.
Yeah.
For the creators. They claimed,
it's a space for creators to come together and get to know each other. But the problem is the creator space was so fucking barren that no one was in it except for random people to eat food at.
It was Firefest.
Lyrics and I used it to film the intro. There was nobody in there from the staff for us to ask questions about. There was 11 different cards that you could collect. And one of them was the creator card, given out by creators to random people. Anybody that's having a good time, if they made you happy or anything.
I would like to specify that we get a sheet that lists all of the cards. And next to the creator card, it does say, look for creator, big or small.
Yep. Yeah, it should have been clearly marked featured creators because me, as a small creator, had no idea about this, hadn't heard anything about it. And I was like, where do I get our creator cards so that I can hand them out to people? And I want to like help and be involved in this wonderful community and give back to the community that I love. And then to find out during a show, you have to find a featured creator to get one of those. I was like, oh, well, that would have been good to know. And as a creator, it really is heartbreaking because that's one of the reasons I love watching Pat's content. I love it because it's always about community, and he always talks so much positivity about creators supporting each other, about creators, big creators and small creators coming together to share information and knowledge and to make content together. And then to have no recognition of your small creators, it really felt like Dad fucking lied to us.
Said we were going to the theme park.
Yeah, I was expecting to go to Six Flags and we went to the doctor's office. The mixture of being a small creator and not given any acknowledgement as a creator or respect as a creator, mixed on top of the blatant misogyny being faced, it was just, that part was like, I was so angry Saturday night. I was so angry. It's just really, I can only take so much of being talked down to. So something needs to change. Once again, I'm still gonna go next year because
I think it will improve by next year. I think every year it's gonna get better. He even said there was things that happened last year that he's like, they weren't good. I want to improve them.
And I hope that Pat can listen to this feedback, and I hope that all of you can listen to this feedback and request more femme creators be in the space. I also will acknowledge that a lot of men, also women and non-binary people, haven't challenged their own internalized misogyny. Take a look at that when you're having these conversations and promote more creators that aren't cis white men. Yeah, that's all I ask for. Like, it doesn't have to be me. It could be anybody. I just want to see more cool people that I can talk to and not have to worry about someone not asking for my name. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna say one more thing. Please stop inviting known misogynistic and bigoted content creators to the space because you are okaying it. There are a few featured creators that I have heard on their streams say racist things, say misogynistic things. I know they're huge and I know that you may like them, but please don't invite that kind of behavior into this space.
You are the company you keep a lot of the time.
I would like to see less type of those creators being featured over people that have worked really hard to build communities and to build safe communities, to have representative communities. I think we have talked constructive criticism a lot. Do you want to go open some slabs with me?
100%.
Let's do it. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever got cards graded. And I'm nervous and I'm excited and I don't know what to do. During the show, CGC and PSA were there and you could drop off your cards to get them graded. CGC would give you the cards back end of show, where PSA, you could then get it shipped back to you. Now, I don't like having to deal with shipping. I trust their shipping, but I just wanted to get it back also so I could make a video of it like we're doing now. This is my first time. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. They're just cards. Like,
what if they give you
a 4?
Yeah, and it's the card that you like love since your childhoods.
Well, then I fucked up as a child and I didn't take good care of it.
Worst comes to worst, you crack the sleeve.
Yeah, where I crack it open and I say, that never happened. We Men in Black the situation. We erase everyone's memory. We erase the footage. I submitted 9 cards. I thought I submitted 12. There was a whole debacle with it. It's fine. The people at CGC were amazing. So nice. Wonderful. Thank you, Rochelle. I have your phone number. I'll call you, babe. Everything worked out. I got my 9 cards. And these are my precious babies. These are my first edition Team Rocket cards. Yes. Most of them are. I also did one of my Blastoises because if y'all remember, I have 4 Blastoises from 151. Now I have 2. And one of them is graded. So we're going to see what happens. The other one was my base set Gyarados.
Yes.
I have 2 of them. They're not in the greatest condition, but they're not in the worst condition. So we'll see what CGC has to say.
At least a 7 or an 8, probably.
I would hope so, a 7. I would hope that none of my cards are under a 7.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to be horribly embarrassed. And I will be very sad. I wanted to do the Gyarados just because it's my favorite card. I know that, like, some people will be like, it's not really worth your money to get it graded if it's not in good condition, especially for, like, some of the retro cards. You should just keep it, you know, raw or whatever. But for me, it's more about, this is my baby, and I want to protect it, first of all. Second of all, I want to grade my child. I'm a terrible parent. But for me, it's more of a sentimental value thing. I'm not probably going to sell any of these. Okay, I'm nervous. I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. So I'm not looking. I obviously know which one my Japanese ones are because they have the Japanese backing.
Do you want to start with Japanese first?
We might as well.
Might as well.
Okay, so one of these is my Here Come Team Rocket in Japanese. This was the first ever super rare, like White Star rare, I think. It's not worth a lot of money, but once again, it's my baby and I want to be proud of it. And then the other one is my Dark Charizard Hollow. Which one do you think this one's gonna be? Okay, it's like, what do we do? Okay, hold on. So I think this, I've seen so many of these on YouTube, and I'm like, this is my first time.
Are you doing the correct? Is your wrist gonna be able to move the right way?
Listen, I don't care about my wrist. Okay, this is the Charizard.
Okay.
This is the Charizard. Y'all can see it, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I assume that, I literally assume everything is gonna get a 7.
That'd be valid.
Because, like, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I was a young teenager. I definitely kept them in sleeves. I definitely put them in a binder. Okay, ready? 9.
Ooh,
Mid-9. Okay, I'll take a 9. I'll take a fucking 9.
Hey.
I don't think anything is going to be a 10. That's my honest opinion.
No.
Just because these cards are
They're
15
older.
years old, and I was not an adult that knew how to properly store cards. That's so cool. My gem in 9.
You know, I think it was the centering more than anything.
I'll take mid-9. I'll take
great.
mid-9. So we know that this one is Here Comes the Rocket Dan.
Yeah.
Or Here Comes Team Rocket. Sometimes I say Rocket Dan because it's Japanese. And I'm a weep. 8.5.
Better than we thought.
I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
You thought it
I don't
would
know
be
why
a 7.
I know. I don't know why I'm disappointed.
That's a whole point and a half more.
That's true.
Near mint.
Near mint to mint. 8.5. Why? I can't tell. Maybe there's scratches.
It's probably gonna be like centering. And
Maybe.
centering and maybe like something's faded.
Yeah. I think I remember hearing other content creators saying that some of these ones that don't have a lot of hollow are also very hard to grade.
Yeah.
Because of reasons that I don't understand because I'm not a grader. But I should be proud. I don't know. This is my baby, so I was like, this one's gonna get a 10 if any of them get a 10.
Don't be a disappointed. Don't
I'm
be a
sorry.
disappointed dad.
I love you. That just means I have to buy a 10 in this eventually.
Yeah.
And then I'll get rid of this one and be like, this was never the one I owned.
No, you
This was
can't
never
get
my
rid of
child.
You can't get rid of it. Give it to your brother.
I'm not giving this to my brother. He won't appreciate it. So these ones, don't know.
No clue.
Don't know. These are... What is this one? This one has a gold backing.
Do that one last. Do that one last.
Do you think that one's a 10?
At least a 9.
That means all the rest of these suck ass. You all are seeing a live reaction of me having complicated feelings, also being tired after 3 days of a convention. I'm like, I just wanted to be higher than 7, and then I'm like, it's a 9? How could you? In this, one of these we think is a gem mint 10, potentially, I don't know. So I have a first edition Dark Blastoise, first edition Dark Dragonite. I have a first edition non-hollow Charizard. I have... What did I submit? Oh, I have a first edition Dark Raichu. What did I submit? Oh, my Gyarados.
Gyarados,
I
yeah.
know that this is not my Gyarados.
No.
Because there was definitely whitening on the back. I know that is not. Shit. What did I do? They were all rocket. No, it's fine. This will be a surprise.
We'll figure it out together.
Okay, we'll do the first one.
All right.
I don't know which one this is. Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, you hold.
Dark
Dark Raichu. So the 10 that we think is not the Dark Raichu, which means it could be the Dark Blastoise, but I doubt it.
Oh,
or the Dark Dragonite.
Your regular Blastoise from.
Oh yeah, my 151
One.
Blastoise. That's gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Okay, Dark Raichu.
It's a Dragonite!
It's a 10!
Wait,
What's
so
that?
What's
that? What is?
What does that mean?
Wait. Whoa! Why is this?
Does that mean it's piss poor terrible?
It's like.
Is that why it's yellow?
But it's like gold. Oh, y'all can't see it. Okay, it's fine. I'll show it to you later.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Holy shit! This is my child. Love my child. These are not my children. This one is the child.
Well, this one's a child too.
But oh my god,
this one can be a child as well.
I'm like gonna cry. Like I'm so proud. I'm such a proud parent right now. Like oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how to feel.
Happy?
I'm happy.
Elated?
I wanna cry. I wanna celebrate. We need wine. I'm sorry. I'm so slow at this.
Maybe not $40.
Okay, that's another story. Okay. Y'all know. What is this?
That's the Blastoise.
Oh, it's not the Blastoise.
Oh my god, that means it's not this one. What is this one gonna be?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
I'm voting that's a Gyarados.
It's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be like a 1. It's gonna be a 1. You suck.
Good try.
Even though like a 1, like literally to get any like anything that's graded like 6, I think or lower, it has to have like physical damage, not like normal whitening of like
it
light
has
play
to
wear.
Literally be like crumbled and chewed on and like ugh.
Okay. 9.5. 9.5.
Mint 9.5.
Mint plus. Mint plus. 9.5. I did see like one little speck of like white on the corners when I was turning it in, so I was like, it's probably not gonna get a 10. So I expected this. But 9.5 is almost
insane.
Almost 10.
That's almost 10. That's better.
That's almost 10. We're putting these in order.
Better than the Charizard.
Better than the Charizard, which I'm upset with. My favorite one is the worst graded so far. Okay. Chat or not chat, whatever. Which one?
Dark Charizard.
This is the non-hollow Dark Charizard, which means the Dark Blastoise and the Dark Dragonite are still there, and the Gyarados.
The Gyarados, and what's this one?
I don't remember.
We're gonna figure it out.
I don't remember the other one that I submitted.
I don't either. I wasn't there when you did it.
I know. It's fine.
It's fine.
8.5.
Okay.
8.5.
Okay.
8.5. I'm so disappointed. 8.5.
The other Charizard was better, which is
the other Charizard was better.
I mean, but I wonder if the Hollow made it better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting more okay with 8.5 because it's the second 8.5 I've seen, and I realize I'm blaming young me.
Yeah.
Young me, you suck ass.
No, young you tried.
Young me tried.
Young you tried. Young you didn't know that this was possible.
Okay. It's true. It's true. Okay. Which one is this one?
Dark Blastoise.
Please not an 8.5. But nothing lower than an 8.5. Okay.
Mint 9!
Mint 9! This is how I should have done it. I should have just closed my eyes and had lyrics react the whole time. Okay. I will tell you know, I like how like I'm disappointed in my 8.5s. And I'm like, you know, for this being a 20-year-old card, I'll take a one. This is like the most expensive one, by the way. Yeah. So this one and then Dark Dragonite is the next most expensive one. I'll take a 9. I'll take a 9. I think. I don't know. I mean, I still have a lot of emotions about this right now.
At this point, you have no choice but to take a 9. It's already done.
I just have to sit with these feelings.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is this one?
Dark Dragonite.
No! What is this card? This is gonna be the shittiest. This is a mystery card.
That's the Gyarados.
That's not the Gyarados. It's gonna be shitty. There's no way. I know that there's no way that it could be. It's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be like. It's gonna be the worst card. Okay.
Mint plus 9.5.
9.5. 9.5. This is my son. This is my child. I have 110. I honestly didn't expect a 110. I'm a 9.5 for my Dark Dragonite. I'll take it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Now I'm so curious. What is this?
That's the Gyarados, so the one that we can't remember.
The one that we can't remember has a gold label on it. And like I literally
I have no idea.
wrote these down twice. Okay, lyrics. What?
Mint 9.
What the fuck? No. CGC, are you high?
Are you okay?
I literally thought there was like whitening on the. Is this my same Gyarados? I thought it was gonna be like a 7.5.
No, that looks.
I mean, I did look at 2 of them and chose the better one.
That looks okay.
I mean, CGC, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, CGC said.
How did this get a 9 and my fucking Team Rocket card get 8.5? I'm very curious. I would love the breakdown just because, you know,
I truly think it's the centering on this one.
Oh,
the bottom is thicker than the top.
And
like
this side is like...
Yeah, it's like crooked. I think it's the centering.
I think it is. I just need a new baby.
Or like the edges or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
9 Gyarados. Okay. Okay, here's the big moment.
We're fine.
Double. Okay, hold on. What the fuck is this card?
Oh! Misty Seadra.
Oh my god, I forgot I had Misty.
I forgot about that you did a Misty card. I forgot.
I'm sorry, Misty. Because I was like going through and I knew I was going to do my rocket ones. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? I have a first edition Misty's Seadra. Misty's super popular all the time. So I was like, it's
might as well.
It might as well. Like, it's not obviously a Dark Blastoise or a Dark Dragonite, but it's Misty.
I don't know what you can. I don't know what the better of.
We're gonna find out. Look at this. What is this? What is that? Pristine. We have Pristine.
Oh my god,
Pristine baby. I didn't even know you could be pristine. I thought 10 was higher. This is. I'm having so many emotions. What the fuck? She's pristine. She's beautiful. She's perfect in every single way. You can't get better than this fucking Seadra.
Oh my god!
I didn't even know I could. I didn't even know I could give birth to something so beautiful.
This is literally. That's like
I love that the one I forgot about
was
entirely was the pristine one. That was exciting.
That was. Oh my god! Little you did good.
Okay, but okay.
No. Little you did good.
Little you, little me, little you.
Little you did good.
That's my new rapper name, Little You.
Little you.
Little me did pretty good. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about the 8.5s. But honestly, okay. But looking back on it, I'm just gonna show off the 10s. I got 2 10s. I didn't expect to get any 10s.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't expect to get any 10s just because they're 20-year-old cards and I was a child.
We have to find corruption.
Oh yeah.
We have to find corruption.
Yeah, we have to corruption.
We're coming for you.
Also, Corruption is an amazing content creator that we met this weekend. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put his link to his content up in the whatever
here, down there,
somewhere. Please go follow him. He's really sweet. He's very nice. He's been very nice to us when not all people have been nice to us. Honestly, 9.5.
Not bad.
Second favorite children.
Not bad. Those are not the middle children.
No, these are the middle children. No. The mines. But also not bad. Not bad. I mean, like, once again, 20-year-old cards. Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep them pristine. I can't believe I had a fucking pristine.
So
and then
excited for you to find out.
Give
how
me
much
the
that's
other
worth.
shitty children. 8.5 is not awful. I just.
It's still good.
You know, I'm like.
They pass with B's. These are children that pass with B's.
These are my children that have ADHD like me. They inherited the depression. They inherited
They get up every
the
day
anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
They inherited the ADHD. I love these children, but also I don't want to know them
Sometimes.
because
Other
they give me
times.
troubles. I mean, overall, for a first experience, I'd do it again.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
I had so many emotions. So many emotions. Y'all, I hope you had some exciting fun with us. I hope you enjoyed all of the footage of Card Party. I hope you enjoyed our bitching. I hope you enjoyed this amazing part. I should have been smarter, and I should have recorded a bit before. I'm like, this is me submitting things. Next year. This is my first time doing a travel event vlog type deal. So let me know in the comments below, if there's something that you thought that I could have done better. I'm really open to feedback on this type of editing because it's the first time doing it. Let me know what you liked. That's really helpful. All right, y'all, we're gonna go get some wine and we're gonna open some packs.
Pack battles.
See you next time.